Take two. Welcome to the first ever live video recording. Here we go. This is 8th grade standard for equations and expressions dealing with solving simultaneous linear equations. We had an entry task today. Here we are in first period. Say hi, first period.
Hi! I'm on YouTube.
Sweet.
Hello.
You're all famous and your identities are protected. If you're not in first period and you're just out there watching this, welcome to my world. All right, we have our entry task. Let's read this over. Kesha Snerd has money to burn. She's only 5 years old, but already has $76 in her piggy bank. She spends $4 a day on a juice box and a maple bar. She doesn't care. Juice box and a maple bar. So, her cousin Miser Snerd is somewhat destitute. Live TV. He only has $16 in his piggy bank, but earns $2 every day playing songs on his didgeridoo, picture included, in front of 7-Eleven. Good spot, lots of foot traffic there, lots of money-making opportunities. How many days will it take for Kesha and Miser to have the same amount of money? How long will it take before Kesha goes broke and has to ask Miser for a loan? How much money will he have on that day? Write and solve equations to answer these questions. Answer these questions. Then make a graph to check your work. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to do the answers and then I will take questions live on the air. We're not streaming, but we're close. So Kesha, the hardest part is making the dollar sign for the S. Here we go. In y equals mx plus b form, she spends $4 a day. That's a negative. And she has $76. Okay. Next we have Miser. And he earns, that's a plus, $2 a day, and he has $16 in his piggy bank. So first of all, if we solve these by setting them equal to each other, we will come up with the day that they will have the same amount of money. So it's important to get that X means day because in the problem it says every day, and that means we're multiplying, and that's the only place where multiplying happens in y equals mx plus b. Okay? So let's go ahead and solve this. I'm going to add 4 because I want positive x's. You could start wherever you want, and it won't matter. How was your weekend? Nice. Did you know we're live? Did you know we're live right now? Sweet. Fletcher, so I got this answer, x equals 10. What does that mean?
It'll take 10 days.
Can you say that a little louder, please?
10 days.
10 days until what?
They have the same.
Sweet, okay. 10 days until same amount of money. Okay. How much money will that be? Here's how we solve it. Is we take our answer. We used to know this is doing a proof, and we still know it is doing a proof. But for this problem, we call it finding out how much money they have after 10 days. It's the only difference between word problems and not word problems. Looks like it's going to be $36, but we're going to finish it out by showing our work. Okay, 36. That means we put a dollar sign next to it, it answers that question. Okay? After 10 days, they'll both have $36. And as far as the graph goes, we can plan ahead. I know there's going to be a point on the graph with an x value of 10 and a y value of 36, and that point is going to be the intersection of these two lines. All right, so let's check our status so far. How many days? We got that. How long will it take before she goes broke? Well, okay. For Kesha to go broke. Alex, did you know we're filming live and I just had to stop and make sure you're paying attention? Thanks. Here we go. I'll send a copy to your mom. Okay. Kesha broke means $0, right? When Kesha equals 0, we're going to have her equation next to it. Okay? How many days will that take? So I'm going to subtract 76 from both sides. Now I can just change the sign. Since both are negative, I can change it both to positive. But for the viewing audience out there, what that really means is if I multiply both sides by -1, it will change both sides to positive numbers. And we can see this is going to be 18, but we'll go ahead and do the math. Or 19. 19 days equals sad Kesha. Okay, 19 days. So, did that make sense? Going broke, we know that means 0 money. And then we substitute, since X is the days and Y is the money, we substitute the 0 for the Y. Solve it for X. So it's kind of the other way around as solving and doing a proof. But we get the answer we want. So we got that. Write and solve equations and then make a graph. Okay, so we still need to make a graph, but we already did that. So the graph is the last piece. 7 minutes on the video. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see if we can do it in 10. Okay, these are going to be all positive numbers. We're not going to have any negative. No one's going in debt or taking out a credit line at the bank or anything. So we're going to use the first quadrant graph. We'll call it Kesha and Miser. Oh, we could put a $sign in Miser too. Why didn't I think of that before? Okay. This is the money over here. This is the time measured in days over here. Zoom it out. Since we know Kesha is going broke in 19 days, we need at least 19 days on our graph. I'd like to have 25 days on the graph. I'm going to count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's enough. That gets all the days on there and a little extra for our line to extend. Okay. Money. She's got 76, but it goes down from there. So I want to have $100 on my money line. Oh, folders.
Oh.
Not envelopes. That's probably my fault. Thanks. I'll see you in a few minutes. I asked for envelopes, and guess what I got? Envelopes. I should have asked for folders since that's what I wanted. Okay. We need $100 here. I'm going to count by fives. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Good enough. So I really, each line is $5, but I'm marking every $10. Okay, so we have labels, title, straight lines. Let's do this. Kesha, I'm going to use red for Kesha. Why? Because she's going to go in the red after 19 days. That's why. Which means she's going to drop below $0. Okay, so she's starting at 76, right about there. We know they're going to intersect, based on our work, we know they're going to intersect right there at 10 days and $36, so I'm going to put a dot there. Okay, I'm going to draw Kesha's line right through there. Being super careful. Ooh, there, look. It looks like day 19. That's a pretty decent graph. Okay. Now I'm going to put Miser Snerds on there. He starts at $16. He's going to go through that same dot, so I already graphed that. Hey, this little dot right here, let's see, I guess I could pick on Lalique. Hey, I have a question for you. This dot right here?
Yeah.
What are we calling that dot?
It's like the intersection.
Say that louder, please.
Intersection.
Nice, for the people at home. That was Lalique. She wasn't even paying attention, but she's so awesome, she already knew that was called an intersection. So that's all, it's all good. Okay, the intersection, I'm bringing the numbers over from our work there just to prove that. Okay. That's it. Now we can ask all kinds of questions about this. Like for example, what day will Miser have $50, for example? We could just look at the $50 mark there, draw a line, bring it on down, and it'd be about day 2, 4, 6, 16 or 17. I want you to see that there's so many, there's limitless questions that could be asked about this. Like on what day will Kesha have $40, or after 11 days, how much money will each of them have? All kinds of questions like that can be asked, and as long as you graph with straight lines and have your algebra correct, you're going to be in good shape. Okay, questions? It's scary to ask questions on a live video. Katrina.
What's the picture?
Oh, the picture. Yeah. Hey, we learn more than math in here, don't we? We learn grammar and punctuation and spelling. And speaking of spelling, thank you. Thanks. These are folders. Didgeridoo, I had to look that up. I knew what it was called. I started typing in D-I-G-E-R. No. But didgeridoo is this. It's an aboriginal, in case you wonder how to spell that, which is native Australians. It's like an ethnic instrument that they make out of hollowed out tree branches and, I don't know, bamboo maybe. Yeah, they're cool. You should look it up. That's what I did. Anjali.
What is destitute?
Destitute. You know, I could have, when I was writing this, I thought, you know, I could just say he's poor, not as well off as Kesha, but I wanted you to learn a new word. So, destitute, based on what I just said, what do you think destitute means?
Poor.
Okay, there we go. All right, I think we're done. Hey, thanks you guys for being the first live audience. Say goodbye to everybody in Europe and India.
Bye.